Hi, I'm Dick Robertson, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in New Orleans next month. We've asked for a few moments of your time today to make an important announcement about the Lorimar Telepictures first-run strip insurance policy. When you bought Catchphrase, we all had high hopes for the show. You were able to watch the program develop from concept to pilot to series, and we believe that our partner, Marty Pacetta, did a pretty fine job executing this program. But this is show business, and no matter how much you believe a program will be a success, it's the audience that makes the final choice. And in the case of Catchphrase, they have spoken. Sure, we don't have the November books in yet, but a careful reading of the October ratings and demographics and the November overnights has convinced us that it's just not working. It's possible, of course, that given time it could grow, but we, you and us, are really not in the business of waiting. We are in the business of putting hit shows on the air. And so we are going to activate the insurance policy and provide you with a brand new show that we believe has a real chance of succeeding with the audience. Let me give you a bit of background. Right after Nappy last year, we embarked on a major development program to provide shows that were right on target with the mass audience. We created and are now producing for a January 6th start the $1 million Chance of a Lifetime. And the same team created and piloted another program that's also right on the money. It's called Perfect Match, and while you could call it a game show, it's really a comedy show. It provides a peek into the private lives of husbands and wives. We ask our couples personal questions, and they try to match their mates, and the results are hilarious. When you look at reality-based programs like Love Connections, this is a program form that is succeeding in syndication, and you don't have to wait for the fall. You'll have it starting on your station January the 13th. As you might imagine, mounting a brand new second season program in just one season is going to cost us an arm and a leg. But we promised you insurance, and no matter what the cost, we are going to deliver it. And we are going to deliver the same award-winning promotion that you have come to expect from Lorimar and Telepictures. When you think about it, January is a real good time to introduce a new show. Inventory is not tight, and huts are high. Now to the show itself. We go into production in just 3 weeks with a stunning set and an exciting host. But due to some last-minute contractual matters, we can't tell you who the host is just yet. But I am personally thrilled about him. Don't worry, we're not going to show you the whole pilot, but we do want you to see just why we are so excited about Perfect Match. This kind of show works. We know that. Let me show you why. By the way, when we did our pilot, we asked Jim Lang to host it, so you'll see him in this excerpt. Our couples never leave the stage. They are always together on the set. But before the show, they were separated and asked to predict their spouse's responses, and these answers were locked into our computer. Well, here's part of our show, which, when we made the pilot, was also called Make a Match.
It's Make a Match, where this can happen.
Oh, I always beat you.
You cheat.
I cheat.
Or this could happen.
You better do well in the bake-off.
The Pillsbury Bake-Off.
Slap you backwards.
But when this happens,
I'd have to say her tush.
Her tush! This is for the ladies. A single girlfriend of yours would love to have a baby. So you know what she does? She asks permission to borrow your husband in order to get pregnant. What would you do, gals? What would you do? Would you say, no way? Would you say, hey, why not? Okay. Or would you let him decide? And we start playing with Sherry and Gary. Now, before the show, we separated you, Sherry, and we asked Gary to predict what you would say. His prediction is in the computer. May we see that answer, please? Okay. We know what Gary thought you'd say. Now, Sherry, what do you say? How do you answer your girlfriend when she asks to borrow, Gary?
There is absolutely no question.
Yes.
No way.
Well, baby.
Well, baby, why?
Why not?
Gary said, why not?
Are you serious?
Well, there's needs out there that people have to meet. And, I mean, you know, we're going to have ours soon, you
Right,
know.
and right after you meet those needs, I'm going to kill you then.
All right, that's not a match. Let's find out how our other couple did. Karen, before the show, we asked Rick to tell us how he thought you would answer this question, and here's what he said. Okay. Can't see it, Karen. How would you feel if your girlfriend wanted him to father the baby?
No way.
No way, huh? No way.
Honey.
Rick, tell her what you said.
Honey, I said, you know, you're always talking about how great it is, how wonderful a feeling it is to be pregnant, and how wonderful it is. And we already have one.
Rick, tell you what, Karen doesn't want this to happen. I guarantee you.
I think it's selfish.
All right, that's not a match. Let's find out how our other couple did. We asked David when he was alone how he thought Olivia would handle this situation, and he said, okay. Olivia, what do you think about your girlfriend asking to use Dave?
I would kill him. There is absolutely no way. It's me, nobody else.
No way? That's what he said. No way, and you have a match, and you scored $100. All right, we have one match. You've just had a dream. You've dreamt that your wife has turned in to a delicious food, believe it or not. Now, as long as we're just dreaming here, how would you most like your wife to taste? This is a dream. Would you like her to taste like a ripe, juicy peach? Would you like her to taste like a slice of spicy pizza? Or would you like her to taste like a nice, soft Twinkie? All right. We get back to Sherry and Gary to start this one.
First, we get to do first. Okay.
Sherry told us before the show what she thought you would like her to taste like if she were food, Gary. And this is what she said. All right, Gary. What would you like Sherry to taste like?
Well, I better get this right. My wife's a vegetarian, okay?
Yeah.
So, pizza's kind of out of it, you know. But peach, you know, baby, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right?
Well, you didn't make a match, but you just got a nice love hug there from your wife. She said spicy pizza, Gary.
You can put away some pizza, baby.
I know.
All right, that's not a match. Karen and Rick. Before the show again, Karen told us what she thought you'd say, Rick, and she predicted that you would say you wanted to taste like that. All right, Rick, what would it be?
I'm so sure that we're going to make our comeback on this one. I don't eat fruit, and I don't eat junk food, so it's got to be pizza.
That's what she said, and you made a match, and you picked up $200. You're back in the ballgame. All right, Dave, we asked Olivia before the show what she thought you would say on this question, and she predicted that you would say you wanted to taste like... Dave, what do you think?
Well, it'll have to be between two, between the spicy pizza and the Twinkies. And pizza gives me heartburn, so I got a sweet tooth, so I'd say Twinkies.
You say Twinkie. She said peach.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Twinkie?
Peach. Oh, come on, really?
Do I look like a Twinkie to you?
You're supposed to taste like one. No, you don't look like one. You don't look like a peach either.
We have one match. Pizza for Karen and Rick. Here is your final question. To put you in a situation, gentlemen. A guy twice your size, you're at a party, and I'm talking a guy comes up to you, he's Conan the Barbarian, right? Walks up to you and he sidles over to you and he nudges you and he says, very pointedly, he says, hey, who's that bimbo over there? And that bimbo over there is your wife. What do you do, guys? Are you gonna say, yeah, and agree with the guy? Are you gonna punch him out? Or are you going to kind of walk away from the whole thing? Karen and Rick, you can go tie right for the lead if you get a match here. Before the show, Karen told us what she thought you'd do, Rick. What's the answer? Rick, what would you do?
I'm trying to figure out how to put this delicately. I am basically a chicken,
Yes.
so I would say, you're right. She's a...
Walk away?
No, I would agree with the guy.
Oh, you'd agree with the guy? Oh. You'd agree.
Chicken, but I didn't think that you would...
Chicken would walk away.
It's affectionate. You know that I always tell you how dumb you are.
It's not affectionate when you call me a bimbo.
Well, I didn't. He did. I just agreed with it.
I'm sorry, that's not a match. I'm sorry. All right? You can tie for the lead, Olivia and Dave, if you come up with a match. Olivia told us what you'd do or what she thought you'd do when we talked to her before the show, and she said, Dave, you would. Okay. Dave, how would you handle that problem?
I would love to be able to punch him out, but I know I wouldn't be able to, and I wouldn't agree with him. So I just do the next best thing and just walk away.
You'd walk away.
As much as I hate to...
Olivia,
What am I gonna punch him? What'd you
Olivia
say?
said that you would punch him out.
All right.
I would punch him out.
Are you going to care for me later on?
I don't believe it. You win.
I can bite him in the shins. That's about it. That's all I can do.
Olivia, this is a very big guy.
Yeah.
Can't help it. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
All right.
Marry her full of brains either, you know?
All right. Cherie and Gary, we'll get down to you. Before the show, Cherie said what she thought Gary would do, and she said he would. Interesting. Gary, what would you do?
Rambo.
You hit?
Punch him out.
She said you'd walk away.
Big gun? And get killed? Are you crazy? This is Rambo, baby. What you talking about? I'm gonna have to drag you to the car and take
Gary,
you home, right?
I got some good news for you, Gary.
What?
You and Sherry have won the game with $400. You have done it.
I hope you are as thrilled as we are to be able to put this kind of show on the air in just a few weeks. This is no longer a business with a lot of patience, nor should it be. You have too much on the line and too many choices to be stuck with a show that's just not working. That's why we have the insurance policy, and that's why we are putting it into practice. We are all in the business of being number one, and we are sure that this is the right program for these times. Thanks a lot for your time.
If you like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And check out my Facebook page for other exciting content.